it's just simple at this point. Like, what? There can never be no coming back. Like, y'all have been hanging out as a group, and you know your nigga know what that pussy like. When she arch her back like that, she arched her back like that for him too, and you know he know. So when she bent down to get a piece of paper, cause y'all dropped a receipt or something, and he look over, he know what that ass like. You know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid. Well, they've been messing around for a month, so I know she topped him off. When she, when y'all at a festival or on a hot day and she eating ice cream, and she licked that ice cream around your man's, he knows exactly what that tongue do.
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Sean, and I'm back with another video today. You already know what we're doing. Just giving a little advice, you know what I mean? Browsing through Reddit, trying to see what problems people have. And if you're going through anything similar, please comment down below, because today this shit is crazy. Now, if you ain't did it already, go ahead like this shit. Go ahead comment on this shit. Go ahead subscribe. Don't like it without commenting. Don't comment it without subscribing. But without further ado, today we have a story from a young guy who needs a little advice. And when I first read it, honestly, I was like, when I first read it, I thought I was gonna say something completely different, but stewing on it a little bit, you know what I'm saying, mulling around the head a little bit. I got something completely different to say. I think might probably won't surprise anybody. But without further ado, I've just found out something about my 26, she's a female, 26 girlfriend, and he's 26. So I just found out something about my girlfriend of 3 years, and it's changed my whole view of her and our relationship. Already crazy. All right. So this is made worse by the fact that even though we've only been in a relationship for 3 years, we've known each other since we were 3 years old and been best friends all our lives. I bumped into her ex-boyfriend on a night out who she was with before me when we were in college. They dated for about a year and a half, and we were friendly enough, I guess, but I didn't see or talk to him once they split up. It was pretty awkward, but I told him that I was in a relationship with her. That's a little weird, but all right. He was surprised and responded by asking if she ever told me the reason they had broken up. I remember her being upset and her saying that he dumped her, and that's about it. He told me that the reason was that he caught her cheating on him with one of my other good friends. This has completely shocked me, and I am not sure how to feel. I am still good friends with the guy, and I have never had any idea that this happened. The ex told me that he started suspecting something was up and going on and snooped in her phone, expecting to find out that it was me she was cheating with, but found all the messages and pictures from between her and my friend. So just a little context. He hit the ex up. Well, he didn't hit the ex up. He saw the ex randomly. The ex told him that, hey, you know, she cheated on me with one of your good friends. And he asked, you know, what happened. The ex went through her phone, thought it was the guy that he was talking to, they was cheating because they've been friends forever, but it was really his good friend. Shit's convoluted, I know. I don't know how they could have kept this from me, and now all the things are going through my head. I don't know how they could have kept this from me, and now all these things are going through my head. The ex said when he found out, they had been sleeping together for at least a month at that time, but I have no idea of how long it went on for. I know this happened before we got together, but the fact that they never told me and the fact that she is cheated really has fucked with me. I haven't been able to talk to her about it yet, but she knows something is up, so it is coming. Any advice on how I should approach this? Like, okay, men, you got to stop thinking these women are princesses. You gotta stop being surprised by the things you hear that happen in their past. This is just for our sanity, right? I'm not even giving no advice on the situation yet. For our sanity, please stop imagining your girl as a perfect angel that nobody has touched or done anything to before. Now that does not excuse any of her actions, anything I'm about to say. This is just for us, nigga. We talking to each other right now. Stop it. Get your shit together and realize that people got past. You got one too. Now, without that being said, that's just for our mind state because I feel like he's mad at the wrong thing. He's mad at she cheated before. Like, that's what he mentioned. Not the fact that she was fucking on your boy. You know what I'm saying? Not the fact that, I mean, she ain't got to tell you what happened in her last relationship. She should, but she ain't got to tell you because that's her last relationship. You know what I'm saying? But y'all were friends before this, right? So I'm gonna start at your boy because I always like to start on the men, right? Because I talk enough shit about women and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I talk enough shit about that. So let me start with the men. That's not your homeboy. That's not your homeboy. See, my niggas, my brothers would never let me date a woman that they mess with without them letting me know first so I could have the option with all of the information. You see, I like lying of omission is a lie. I think it's the most common lie and the most manipulative lie, right? Lying of omission. That means that they tell you some of the facts, but not all the facts, so that it can benefit their story, right? Or they can tell you none of the facts because you didn't ask, right? It's lying of omission. You ain't never went to your homeboy and asked, yo, you smash your girl? You ain't never went to your girl and was like, you smash your dude? Because you had no idea these things was happening. How could you, right? They kept it on the low. She was cheating on her old dude with your boy. My thing is this, though. How could that be your man's and he not come tell you that when you knew you was in a relationship and y'all had 3 years, right? So this is what my brain would be doing if I was in your situation. He's still piping her, or he was piping her when y'all was in a relationship, or when y'all was thinking about getting a relationship and dating, because he never told you. I don't understand why, if that's your good friend, if you saying it's a good friend, if you're also his good friend, I don't understand why he wouldn't do the good friendly thing and let you know that he been in them gushy guts before. It doesn't make sense, right? The only thing that would make sense is listen to Sherlock Holmes. When everything don't make sense, you got to think about the things that you ain't think about, and he probably still smashing. He digging her out, bro. This is my opinion. He probably still digging her out, or he was digging her out at a time that would be in a conflict of your relationship. Cool, right? Now you gotta understand. Like I understand why the woman wouldn't say nothing. Like from her experience, y'all were all friends. I don't know if y'all talked about dating or anything before when that happened, but y'all were all friends in a group together. It seemed like, and she chose him to smash on. I understand why she wanted to jeopardize her relationship with her best friend since 3 years old, and in her, you know what I'm saying, in her relationship now. You know what I'm saying? I understand why she want to jeopardize that, but you still got to hit her with the consequences of lying through omission. You got to cancel this. Hey, yeah, you got to cancel this bitch, bro. Not because she cheated on her ex, not because she smashed your homeboy, but because she could be with you for 3 years knowing that some information you probably would want to know, have that in her head and then not tell you. Imagine the things that she's not telling you as well. Just imagine all the shit that she keeping to herself right now, nigga. Right now. Just think about it. If that is I always like to think, right, if I find out some information about somebody that didn't tell me, and I look at them like, not possibly a lie or whatever, now that is my bar. I know you will lie about this, right? If you will lie about fucking my friend, and that is the reason why your last relationship ended, you'll lie about anything less than that. All this shit under here, and there's a lot under that. There's a lot under that. Like, fucking my dad is over fucking my friend. Fucking my blood brother is over that. There's a lot under that. Right? Did you fuck the nigga at the gas station we go to all the time? Like, more questions start to happen. You see, this is why I tell people, especially dudes, right? If you're in a relationship with a woman, the biggest thing you could do for yourself and that woman is to provide a safe space for her to be honest. Now, I think a lot of people feel like safe spaces mean that ain't no consequences gonna come with that honesty, but you gotta do it player. Even if the consequences gonna come with that honesty, you can't make them feel bad in the moment or you ain't gonna never get that honesty, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's something I struggle with because I question hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can imagine a female being with me. I got some questions just coming out right now. So I can understand why sometimes women wasn't all the way honest with me because if they loved me, they would be scared of what I would do if I did find out the truth. And I get that. But you gotta cancel this bitch, bro. I mean, simple. You gotta get rid of her. I mean, it's just simple at this point. Like, what? There can never be no coming back. Like, y'all have been hanging out as a group, and you know your nigga know what that pussy like. When she arch her back like that, she arched her back like that for him too. And you know he know. So when she bent down to get a piece of paper, cause y'all dropped a receipt or something, and he look over, he know what that ass like. You know what I'm saying? Like, God forbid. Well, they've been messing around for a month, so I know she topped them off. When y'all at a festival or on a hot day and she eating ice cream, and she licked that ice cream around your man's, he knows exactly what that tongue do. But they had a secret that you ain't know, bro. I don't think you can ever get over that. If you a true man with standards and you hold values to friendships and loyalty, I don't think you can ever get over this, bro. I would go ahead and nip that shit in the bud right now. Not only that, right? Think about it this way. Just let's say that you can get over it, right? People cheat. Most people are gonna tell you they didn't cheat. I've been a cheater a lot, so I know people cheat. You know what I'm saying? Um, but when people cheat with people that they still have access to, right? She cheated on her man, she still have access to this nigga. You gotta think about like you gotta think about when else could those times happen, bro? And that's too much for you to do. You fucking 26. That's too much, bro. It's 26. If you a man with value, you went out here and you done the work, you deserve to go get somebody that you don't have to worry about nobody else having. Same for women. If you're a woman that's done the work, when I say done the work, not got your finances up, niggas don't give a fuck about that. Who cares? Ooh. If you've done the work in order to be a good mate for a man, you don't deserve to be second fiddle to nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't have this nigga wilding out on you. This bitch done wild out on you, bro. So the only thing you can really do at this point is to cut your losses. Understand that everybody ain't everybody. Everybody ain't your motherfucking friend, especially that nigga and especially that bitch. And go on about your day, bro. And go and get somebody else who's not gonna be fucking on your friends and not telling you. Like, that's just the worst. Like, that's the worst code violation ever, bro. For your homeboy, really. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can understand the female. Like, that's par for the course. You can expect that to happen. I get it. Still gotta do what you gotta do, but it's understandable. I can't for the life of me understand how this nigga, your mans, can look at you in your face day after day. Your good friend, your buddy, your pal, day after day, look at you in your face and not tell you that he was hitting your girl to the point where it made her last relationship fail. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm pretty sure that if you knew that, you probably would have made different choices. I'm not saying you wouldn't have been with her, because that's really not a reason to disqualify. It is to me, but just to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know everybody don't think like me, so I'm not gonna say that her smashing your friend before y'all got together, like a year before y'all got together. I'm not saying that's a disqualifying fact in totality, right? I could get why somebody was still, you've been friends with her since she was 3, you know her character, you know her person, you know her family. I could still understand you getting with her because maybe y'all didn't have the, maybe y'all never thought y'all would be together. But I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have wanted them hanging out. I'm pretty sure you had made boundaries in between them. They probably text. You know what I'm saying? Like, now, for you, I can't let you go. Cause one thing I can do, got to call you out for being a simp ass nigga. You a simp ass nigga, bro. Because at the same time, why you over there pillow talking with old girl X? That's some simp shit. I don't want to learn nothing about my girl from her ex. Like, was you trying to stun on this nigga? Like, yeah, I got her now type shit. Like, you got what you asked for. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's unfortunate that now you got to make decisions based off of shit you asked for. But like, it's really kind of. I ain't never did that before. I've never ran into my girl ex and decided to have a conversation with him. Now, I guess I never had an ex that's like been friends for years, so the dynamics is a little bit different. I get it, but still, bro, like you pillow talking. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe some of the characteristics you have, and I argue for them just a little bit. Maybe some of the characteristics you have that would make you go pillow talk with your girl ex might be the same characteristics of why they wouldn't tell you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some of the same characteristic that'll make you not bring it up immediately might be some of the same characteristics that make them not tell you. So you got to be able to stand on your shit all the way around. Understand like what's your part, like what's your problem, because like you run into Reddit. I'm not saying I know that's what you're here for to get advice. I'm trying to give it to you, but most of the advice I have for people on Reddit is like you need to go talk to these people yourself. Why is this a conversation you having with Reddit before it's a conversation you have with your girl? You're supposed to go home and handle that shit right then. You know what I mean? Be stoic about this shit. Don't be emotional or anything like that. Let her know what you have a problem with. But it seems like you only have a problem with the fact that she cheated on her last man. And that means you ain't really thinking about the situation right, bro. Because there's a lot of betrayal around you. And I got to wonder, do you, what do you having you that allows betrayal around you unseen. And you know what I'm saying? The only way you can get it is to go to a nigga that's been betrayed by the same people. So you got to really start thinking about your circles, thinking about how you move, thinking about what you do. Because at the end of the day, the shit is all on you. And that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. If you got some advice for this guy, please put it down below in the comments. And we out.